Hello and welcome for today's tutorial. I trust every one of us are doing okay. Today we are going to be making a boo-boo with a portrait collar as requested by someone. Even though this request has taken a lot of time with me, I only stumbled on it this morning and we decided to oblige the person who sent it in. I want to apologize for the late response. I actually forgot. So I have here 2 yards of this fabric. Okay, this is just 2 yards. It's like this. Okay, so I removed this one because I want to use it for the neck. It's about 9.5 inches. Okay, thank you for subscribing, and if you are new, please subscribe before leaving. Quickly we'll get started. I'm going to be folding into, already it's on fold. Okay, so I'll just need to fold across to make it 4. This should not take much of our time. So I folded the second one. This is the length I'm working with. I said it's 2 yards. Let me repeat again. This is 2 yards, so I folded this way first. Okay. And then I will fold again this way so that it becomes 4 pieces. And then I removed about 9.5 inches from one end of the fabric. Okay, so with that done, I will not be putting any shoulder slope. I'll be leaving it straight this way. But if you feel like you want to put a shoulder slope, be my guest. Okay, next will be to put the neck width. I'll use 4.5 and neck depth 5 inches. Okay, this is for the front. Okay, for the back I'll use 1.5 inches for the back. So this is for the back and this is for the front. Okay, that will be all the measurements we'll be using. I will then turn it to the right side and mark for sewing. First I will cut the back. And then I'll cut the front carefully. Okay, so now I will turn it to the right side. So I've turned it to the right side. Okay, this is the right side. Now I'll be using an armhole of 12 inches. Okay, so I'll start sewing from 12 inches. Okay, I'll place my bust, my waist and my hip measurements, but all of these are very loose. You have to be so generous with the measurement. Okay, my shoulder to bust is 12 inches, which falls on my armhole. So it means I'll be placing my bust measurement here on the 12. My fitted bust is 11.75. That is when divided into 4. And then I'll add ease of 3 inches. Okay, now my waist, my half length is 17 inches, which is here. I'll place my waist measurement, which is 10.5 when divided into 4, and then ease of 3 inches as well. And then on my hip line, I hope you are seeing what I'm doing. On my hip line, I'll place my hip measurement, which is same with the bust, 11.75, ease of 3 inches. Okay, so I'll connect bust to waist, which is not fitted, and then to hip, and then I'll take it to the lower part of our boo-boo. Okay, but then as usual, I won't be concluding my sewing here. I'll be stopping halfway. Okay, I'll be stopping here. You can choose to end your home here, or you can stop halfway as well. So I will transfer this very measurement to the other side of my boo-boo, because that is where I'll be sewing on. Okay, now if you don't want to use this bust, waist and hip measurement, you can just use one central measurement, say like your hip. You run it down, that way it is straight, it will still fit. Okay, so I'll transfer this measurement to the other side of the fabric. And then I will carefully sew on it. Okay, so I will sew on this one as well, and then fold this place before we come to the neckline. Now I've joined it at the two sides. I hope you see it. And I think I will expand it more because it ought to be very, very free. I might decide to still expand it and leave about 2 inches here. I might decide to expand it wider. Next will be to now cut the collar. Like I said, it's a portrait collar and there is nothing much to it. This is a fabric for the collar. I'll be cutting 2 of it. One will serve as the lining so that when we fold it, you don't see ordinary lining, you will still see the fabric. So straight this way, I will fold like this. And then measure the circumference of this neck. Okay, I'll measure this neck circumference. And I have here 29 inches. So since our fabric is on fold, it's going to be 14.5 inches. Which is here. So now I'll remove this. So I joined it at one side, please, not on both sides. Then I brought the 2 ends together and closed it. You can actually see the way I did it. I joined here, then I brought the 2 ends together and closed it. So I'm now going to turn it this way. And then close this lower side before I now attach it to the neck. Okay, I hope you get that. I will now close this lower end because this is the side I'll be attaching to the neck. Okay, so you have something like this. I'll now proceed to join it, to attach it at the neck area from the wrong side. Okay, people, we've come to the end of today's tutorial. Okay, like I said, I'm going to be expanding this more. All right, To the person who requested for this tutorial, I hope it is not too late. Okay, now I made just a little adjustment at this collar. Initially it was 12 inches, but when I attached it, it was too big around the neck, so I had to reduce it to about 6 inches. Okay, and that is what you have here. All right, aside that, we are good to go. Thank you for watching till the end. I really appreciate your time on my channel, and if you are new, don't forget to subscribe before leaving. Okay, till we meet in my next tutorial, I love you from the bottom of my heart. Never stop being kind and being innovative as well. And one more thing, please beware of people who, in place of chastisement, they keep applauding you when you are supposed to be chastised. Okay, I love you once again, and bye.